Hey, what's up YouTube, Scabetcher here, and we're back on day 30 of our 100 player fan game series. So, as we can see, actually I think I recorded a video yesterday on day 30 because I remember talking about how this stat here and the leaderboard aligned. Anyway, I guess we'll skip over this and we did it last episode. Before we go any further into this video, we're going to take a step back and have a chat. This part of the commentary is recorded almost 6 months after the fact, so I'm sorry for any tense issues. At this point in the game, Torpedo, or Iraq, has made the call to leave. Due to personal issues, Torp attempted to end the game as fast as he could. In his rush, he made a few bad judgments, and this led to the raid on day 29 that saw half his air force destroyed. This massive loss compounding with personal issues put Torp in a bad place. Due to the impact the fan game was having on Torp, he chose to leave it. We need to remember that this is just a game team. Compared to people like myself and Torp get too tied up in winning, that we forget why we play games. We play for fun. Winning is a bonus, but it should not come at the cost of our lives outside the game. Be it like Torp team, when it gets too much, take a step back. Just for this, we're still recovering. We are cleaning up a few Iraqi destroyers in the, this isn't even the Gibraltar, what is it? Alborian Sea, in the Alborian Sea, and then we need to go out here because there's still that Finnish battle group out there that we didn't get to look at. We finally got our ships out there, but it was time for me to go to bed, so we didn't have time to deal with it. So not all that much has progressed. I'm finally rebuilding my army, and I'm rebuilding my army in my capital. I've also got some anti-air protection in my coastal cities, and they're covered by allied interceptors, so no chance of any paratrooper raids anytime soon. That's pretty much happening all up and down the coast. Anything that is in range is covered, so nice and safe there. At the same time, we can see that infantry is moving into position, and that makes up the last of our army. Once we get the infantry, we can more or less go and start heading overseas. However, I still like the arty, but that's not too big of a deal. I would like to get more arty, but I mean, if we wait for the perfect army, it's going to take days before we're ready again. We still have air superiority regionally. We can hold it on a local basis, but we can't hold it everywhere. So at the moment I'm rebuilding my air force with a few tactical bombers. What else am I also building? I'm building 2 carriers for our allies. They need carriers. I'm building some more SBAA. Now this is just to clean up this group here to make it nice and even. Saying that, I need another light tank because, oh no, how many do I have? Finished, perfect. I got all 5. Great. I like nice clean numbers. Okay, so they're out there. Great. 14 hours. Is it going the long way? Okay. So, SBAA, also building some submarines, which reminds me that those naval bases I finished reconstructing earlier should be done. We should be able to select these now, and let's start building those submarines. We need to get more submarines out so we can continue scouting. And as we can see, as I was getting to earlier, tactical bombers, that's what we're building at the moment. As we can see, we're building upgrades across everything. Because of loss of that land, we need to keep our production up. So I've started increasing, particularly in rear. The reason being, we need to get upgrades, and at the same time, we really do need to keep pumping out these rockets. I've got 5, but I need a hell of a lot more. 5 is not enough. I'm going to need some serious rocket support over here to deal with that Romanian group. It has a lot of AA on it, although saying that, I do actually have more arty than that group, surprisingly. So, it'll take a while, but I could use that to my advantage. We've also got this Finnish group here, which is actually pretty big as well and has a lot of commandos in it. Commandos eat rockets for lunch. They have 25 hit points each, so they will absorb quite a few. So it might be a better idea if instead of discharging some rockets anytime soon, we wait until day 32, then wait to day 34 to have rocket level 4, and they will do a lot of damage. Be able to take out at least 1 per hit. Elsewhere in the world, let's turn morale map. There we go. Okay, happy now? So elsewhere in the world, we can see that our allies are finally gearing up for an invasion. We can see that we have a few very large groups here made up of troops from our allies. We can see that we're also preparing another invasion group up here. To make the invasion go more seamlessly, I have lent them a paratrooper. However, I believe they're starting to build them themselves. However, their paratroopers are not on the same level as mine. I'm kind of gutted. I lost my stockpile of paratroopers during raid earlier on, but I mean, they've been really useful. If I had had them, things could have gone a lot differently so far. So anyway, that's what's happening at the moment, is gearing up for a naval invasion. They can use the paratrooper to capture a port city. Where's that rocket going? Yeah, hit that group there. They're going to use the paratroopers to capture a port city. They can then turn on the port once they've captured it, and then speed up the disembarking process, making it a lot quicker and giving our enemy less time to respond. Elsewhere in the world, we can see that the raids by Venezuela are going okay. They're just raids. I would have liked if they had concentrated in one area, so say help Sumatra push Persia back. However, at the end of the day, they're their own team, they can do what they want. So they're getting there slowly. At the same time, New Zealand's doing a little bit of stuff with his Air Force, doing some raiding and dealing some damage. Japan's still going strong, however, he's really outmatched, so he's just raiding it as well. I guess at the end of the day, all they're doing is drawing attention over here. As we can see, Turkestan has had to divert some rockets over to here. Now, in America, fighting is pretty much settled down. Mexico's pretty much gone, and there's not much more to it than that. Oh yeah, there's only one wild card left. This guy up here, I have no idea what he's doing. I hope he's not coming to hurt me. I really do. Because, I mean, that would really hurt my feelings by now. Rank 45, I don't think he's going to do anything too stupid. Saying that, I should probably deploy some spies. Anyway, that's probably really about all there is to talk about today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.